Right, it's the 1-2 kid, and we're gonna go live. I was waiting on Black. I shut it down if he goes live. Uh, but I feel like we need to let this fight happen because we about to get Vergil, Ortiz, and Maurice Hooker in this, and we about to see this shit go down. I'm excited about this fight. I'm sure you guys are excited about this fight. You know, we got the young up and comer and Vergil Ortiz. We got the ex-champ and Maurice Hooker at 140, who lost his title. But you know, right now we having a moment of silence. For Gene Bavero and the marvelous Marvin Hagler. 1 second, y'all. Okay, we in here. Sporting, if you want to get up on here and you want to commentate, you're more than welcome, man. I know you're hyped for it, so I wanted to get it going. I wanted the UGC to keep this thing going. I guess Black is a little busy, so he got to tend to some business. But you know, you're more than welcome to hop on. There's the link. It's going down. Maurice Hooker, and we got Vergil Ortiz Jr., the young phenom, the young Mexican phenom. And you know, I'll tell you what about this fight. Making weight seemed to be somewhat of an issue for both fighters. Because Maurice Hooker looked extremely, I don't know, like he looked extremely lethargic. The way his reaction time when he was doing the weight seemed to bother him. So he's had somewhat of a struggle. So this guy's really big. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be super heavy now, though. You know what I'm saying? I got Andres Avenger, but my man, it seems your device is not connected, so I can't bring you in, brother. Not until your shit is connected correctly. But yeah, and also Vergil Ortiz was a little overweight. I'm not sure if he made weight, came back and made weight, or if he had to, or if he got penalized. But I think he was like 0.6 or 0.4 over the weight limit. What's up, Shiz Biz? Lisa Bells. How's everybody doing tonight? But we're gonna find out tonight what these guys is all about. You know what I mean? I think it's a good test for both fighters. Being that Maurice Hooker is with the Bud camp now, you know, I think that could benefit him. And both of these guys are massive for the 147-pound division. So these guys could easily make 154. I don't know how Hooker was even making 140, to be honest with y'all, but we may see them at the best. What's going on, LaRon? But yeah, it's about to go down, y'all. It's about to go down. And this says a lot. This says a lot about the welterweight division, because these dudes may be big dogs at one point in time. So we don't know, but we shall see. Hooker's already in the ring, bouncing around. Look like we got a decent crowd for a pandemic, to be honest with you. The Zone putting on a decent show. You know, there's a little space between everybody, but hey, it looks good. I'm fine. I'm fine. Enjoying my night. Enjoying my night, y'all. Yeah, if you want to get set up Sporting Advantage, like I said, you're more than welcome. They're bringing in Vergil Ortiz, the young phenom. I guess, yeah, looking good, man. Just looking good. Now the thing is when Hooker was in there with Ramirez, it was a good fight, but the pressure got to him later in the rounds. So with Vergil, he's a little younger, a little stronger. I wouldn't say as smart, but maybe even a little sharper than Ramirez. But I don't think he has the jab that Ramirez has. I think Ramirez has an underrated jab, a lunging, powerful jab. So we shall see, though. But I'm hyped for the fight, man. This is a decent fight. We got boxing. Boxing is back, y'all. Did you guys catch the Estrada Ortiz fight? Wow, what an upset. Estrada came in and just, I think she took the title, man. She went ahead and took the title from Ortiz. Fantastic fight for the females because it was a war, but definitely a one-sided war for Estrada. I wish we was pushing that out. Well, we got Ortiz coming in with the blue, silver, and black. He's hyped up. He got the crowd behind him. Everybody excited because they're doing it in Texas. So I think he got them cowboy colors on. I don't blame him. Like I said, Essay, if you want to hop on, you're more than welcome. Shout out to everybody in here. Texas open. I'm not surprised they have a crowd. It's open, that I'm shocked that it's not full. Bud's in the building. Yes, he is. Yeah, it was fire. I enjoyed it, Lisa. Yeah. Yup. I think he's going for it too, Shiz. Yes, she did. Yeah. I didn't even read your comment. Bouncing back and forth, man. Because I got it all on the computer right now. They're making the announcements. Everybody seems to be lit, seems to be having fun. Doing it in Fort Worth. Should be a great fight, man. I'm looking forward to it because I think Maurice was starving himself, and I think Ortiz is the real deal at welterweight. So this is a good fight for Maurice to prove that he is an elite fighter against a Vergil Ortiz, and Vergil Ortiz, this will prove too for him that he's a hot shot. You know what I mean? A hot commodity in the welterweight division. Both fighters is on. And it's funny that we getting this, that we get Maurice, Hooker, and Ortiz, and we ain't never get Spence and Bud. And after listening to Bud's comments and hearing what Spence had to say prior to that, we're probably never going to get that fight. Which is hot bullshit or hot horse shit. Mo works off his jab, he could win, but I'm picking Ortiz. Yeah, I'm picking Ortiz also in the fight. But like I said, man, we could just see a different Hooker. I mean, I think he's a little seasoned now that he's been in Bud's gym for a while. It wasn't just one or two fights. Like he's been in the gym a lot now, so you're probably going to see him pretty amped up. It seemed that he had trouble making weight. Like his reaction time seemed a little off at the weigh-in, but at the same time, he didn't look too weak. Just, it's good. It's gonna make for a good fight. I'm interested. He gotta push the jab though. He's gonna have to push that jab because if he don't push that jab, there's gonna be some serious problems. You got to use his range, his length. Ortiz got to close that distance and time him. Time his shots when he is on the outside, and that goes for Maurice Hooker too. They just introduced Maurice, 16-0 with 16 knockouts from Grand Prairie, Texas. Got Robert Garcia in his corner. I'm pretty sure Maurice may have Bud in his. The crowd is lit. Crowd is absolutely lit. Everybody hype. Good stuff, y'all. Woo! We about to get it on, y'all. Yeah. Maurice Hooker didn't get no love. It's about to pop off, y'all. If you do join, let's see. We paste the link one more time. And it's on. It's on and popping. Got Maurice Hooker pumping the jab, keeping the distance. Ortiz looking to get inside. Nice jab to the body. Okay. Hooker pumping the jab out there. Kind of a feel-out jab. Trying to launch the right hand. Catching him coming in. Boom. They both trade. Oh, nice left hook by Ortiz, followed by a jab by Hooker. Hooker eats a right hand while throwing a right hand. In the process, another right hand. It seems like Ortiz is just walking him down. Hooker trying to throw some punches to keep him, to get some respect, but he's not getting. Oh, nice right hand by Hooker. He does land the right hand in there, but the pressure definitely getting there. He also landed an uppercut on Ortiz. Ortiz still coming in. Boom, letting off combinations. Ooh, nice left hook by Ortiz. Ortiz coming in strong. Nice body shot by Ortiz. Ooh, he launches a right hand, just misses, but the jab lands perfectly. You got Hooker out throwing. Ooh, nice right hand by. Here we go. Come on, DAZN. Nice right hand by Hooker. Oh, Ortiz comes back with a right hand. Jab sticked out by Hooker. He's still pumping. Oh, nice right hand. He slid a right hand in there, but eats a left hand to the body. Pretty exciting. They mixing it up. Oh, nice right hand by Ortiz. Boom, body shot by Ortiz. Hooker answered back with a jab. Now they locked up. He launches a right hand, but misses. Ref gets involved. They just kind of feeling each other out now. But it started like it was a 12th round or something, and they had to go for the kill. Now, here comes Hooker again. Landed a nice little body shot, pumping the jab out there. I wish he put a little more oomph on it. Made him respect that jab. Need to keep that hand up like he's doing now instead of holding his hand so low. Ortiz comes in with a nice stiff jab, throws a right hand and eats a jab. Now, oh, they both mix it up. Ortiz got the better of that exchange, though. Ooh, nice jab by Ortiz. Ooh, right hand by Ortiz. A left jab by Ortiz, stiff one. Oh, missed a big right hook. Eats a right hook from Hooker. Hooker blocking some body shots. He got to move, yeah. Ooh, another body shot by Ortiz. Ooh, nice right hand by Ortiz. Hooker's throwing a lot of punches, but he's not too accurate with him. He's kind of pushing his shots. Another body shot by Ortiz. Yeah, Hooker needs to get out of there. He's getting off a little bit here and there. He's having some successes, but I definitely gave that one to Ortiz. more explosive and more accurate. Ain't enough oomph on Hooker's jab to keep him off him. Yeah, Hooker look a little dry. You right about that. Good bout. SA, man, I thought you was hopping on. What's going on? What my UGC members at? You know they watching the fight. They back in the middle of the ring. It looked like Hooker pumping the jab out there. He had 8-1 in the body first. As soon as Ortiz came out, Hooker establishing the jab. He looked like he getting some distance, trying to keep that jab out there. Ain't landed nothing of significance as of yet. He looked like he pushing his shots. He looks lethargic in there. Ooh, uppercut. Boom, SA, what's going on, man?
Yeah, what's up, man? Sorry, I had to run, get everything like reset up or whatnot. But yeah, Hooker's in the center of the ring with Ortiz and both men exchanging hooks. Okay, so Ortiz comes forward with a right hook to the body. Now Hooker's looking upstairs with a little 1-2. Now, Ortiz catches him with a stiff jab upstairs. Okay, Ortiz looks downstairs with a left hook to the body. Hooker answers back with a nice left hook of his own. But that overhand right, you could call it a straight. And then a jab afterwards from Ortiz has so much power behind it, snaps his head back. Now, Hooker does go to the body with a nice little jab, but Ortiz just barely missed there with a huge left hook. Now, Hooker does tag him with a little jab upstairs, and now Ortiz is trying to come forward here. He's on this front foot, sends a big left hook, and now a little jab upstairs and a nice overhand right to the body, and now a 1-2 to follow it up, and Hooker does land a couple of hooks to the body, and kind of both men get tangled up here, and Hooker goes to the ground. A little bit of a slip in the action there. No punch landed clean, so just a little slip here. It's 1:22 left to go in this second round. Immediately, Ortiz misses a huge hook over top, and he comes forward now with a jab. Now Hooker answers back with a jab of his own, and Ortiz just barely. It may have even landed that left hook there, but okay, so Hooker's backing up now. He's trying to send out this jab as he's doing so. A nice little 1-2, but it was off the guard. I don't think anything landed. Nice little jab afterwards from Hooker, though. Okay, nice jab there from Ortiz. Follows it up with a little hook off the guard, and Hooker answers back with a little jab. Now Ortiz tries to come in with a jab. Doesn't really land. 47 seconds left to go in this second round. Both men exchanging jabs in the center of the ring. Ortiz goes with one downstairs. Hooker answers with maybe a little bit of a slapping left hook, but now goes downstairs with a big, nice left hook to the body. And now Ortiz kind of answers back with a nice jab upstairs and an overhand right of his own. Now Hooker comes with a big overhand right upstairs. Now Ortiz backing him up to the ropes, a little jab. Now a big overhand right comes through, and I don't know how long Hooker's going to be able to survive this pressure. Big looping left hook misses, and Hooker's able to respond with a nice right hook to the body, but as he's doing so, he gets peppered with 2 jabs to back him up. Now he answers back with 3 jabs of his own, and man, overhand right from Hooker landed, but Ortiz lands a big left hook, and a big right hook comes through, and a big uppercut, left uppercut, but man, that's the end of the round. My goodness, this has been a good round.
Yeah, awesome fight, man. Damn good fight. I gotta say that. I'm enjoying it. It's a fun fight.
Yeah, my bad about earlier, man. I had to run to get everything set up. So yeah, it was a little bit
no problem, man. I really enjoyed that round though. I think I edged that to Ortiz too. I got it 2-1. It's like Hooker's active, the wheels are turning, but there's really not a lot of pop on that. So he got to get that full extension. I would like to see a little pop and a little snap on his shots. And I would like for him to get some distance. I think that would benefit him a bit to use his distance and step back and let Ortiz possibly even run into something. As for Ortiz, I think he could use a little more head movement in there when he's coming inside.
Yeah, very true. I mean, we see that Ortiz does have the stronger hand, but Hooker is working out of it well. So this is the start of round 3, and immediately Hooker comes forward with a jab. Both men in the center of the ring. Hooker tries to go downstairs with a jab. I don't think it landed though. Goes upstairs with 2 jabs that don't really find the mark. Ortiz goes downstairs with a nice jab to the body, and Hooker answers back with 1 to the body as well. Both men in the center of the ring circling each other, looking for a nice shot. Okay, Hooker goes in with a hook off the guard and then follows it up with a jab that landed. Now, Ortiz comes forward with a 1-2, trying to back him up to the ropes. Maybe landed off that left hook. Hooker's able to use his feet to get out of range very well right now. Overhand right from Hooker doesn't really – it's off the guard, but now a 1-2 kind of comes through for him, and now he gets to the body with a little bit of a left hook that looked like it was going to land. Now Ortiz comes forward with a jab and then a 1-2, tries to go to the body. Ooh, big stiff jab upstairs for him, lands out of that though. Now it doubles up on the jab and a big overhand right. Now 2 digging left hooks to the body, and now Hooker answers with a big left hook upstairs, and now Ortiz is kind of trying to back him up to the other corner, sends out 2 jabs to the body and another one to the body, 1 upstairs, and a big right hook comes through, but Hooker answers back with a big right hook of his own, and both men exchange jabs, and we're back to the center of the ring. A nice double jab and then a overhand right for Ortiz, and Hooker gets out of the way, sends out a jab to move out, sends out 2 jabs. Now Ortiz tries to land to the body with a little hook, now comes forward with an overhand right and answers back with a big left hook, but don't think it landed. 2 nice body hooks there from Hooker land, and both men exchange jabs afterwards. Big overhand right was off the guard there from Hooker. Now Ortiz, 2 big jabs, sends Hooker's head back there, backing up now. Big overhand right now, big digging hook to the body lands there for Ortiz, and Hooker comes forward, tries to establish a 1-2, and now sends out the same thing, a 1-2, and kind of backs Ortiz up here, sends out a jab, another jab. Working well out of that pressure there, but those some very hard shots. Nice little lead check hook there from Hooker. Landed as Ortiz was trying to go to the body, but Ortiz does land upstairs with a nice jab, but it's 26 seconds left to go in this second round. 2 jabs upstairs. Now another one for Hooker, but I don't think any of them landed. Now that one was off the guard. Now Ortiz responds with a nice stiff jab of his own. Hooker trying to establish this jab. Now goes downstairs and lands with the jab. Now Hooker little couple hooks off the guard and tags him with a jab, and Ortiz comes in, lands a jab, and misses a huge overhand right afterwards. Nice again. Little left hook there from Hooker lands. That's the end of the round. Kind of signals to Ortiz there that I don't know what he said there, but something was wrong.
Who you think got that round?
I'd have to give that to Hooker.
You gave that one to Hooker?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because, Ortiz's power. I mean, you see the difference in power in these shots from Ortiz, like the jabs even. You could call them power shots, but I don't know. I would give that one to Hooker, but yeah, it could go either way.
Yeah, he seemed a little more comfortable in that round. But like I said, man, the snap on his shots ain't there. It looked like he getting off some left hooks, and he did redden up Ortiz's face in that round, but I don't know, man. I could just see him getting tagged. He's getting tagged here and there between shots. Hooker is, and that could be bad, man.
Yeah, very, very true. This is the start of round 4, though, and both men meet in the center of the ring. Now Ortiz is trying to establish this front foot, goes downstairs with a jab. Now a little left hook to the body that misses, but goes upstairs with an overhand right that may have split the guard. Now Hooker tries to answer back with a left hook to the body, but gets tagged with a big left hook of Ortiz to the body, and now gets checked with that jab, and that jab is so vicious from Ortiz, just snaps his head back every single time, slowly trying to stalk him down. Ortiz is, and the overhand right's just off the guard, doesn't land at all there from Hooker. Now that left hook of Hooker's his best weapon he has tonight. Caught him right there. Ortiz goes to the body with the jab, and nice little left hook to the body, and then he weaves out of the way of a 1-2 of Hooker. Ortiz does very good work from him. Nice little right hook off the guard. Now little 1-2 response from Hooker, and nice little straight from Hooker lands, but he gets caught with a 1-2 from Ortiz. Now Hooker may have caught him with an overhand right of his own. Now kind of peppers him with the jab afterwards. Both men in the center of the ring still. Very good work from both gentlemen. Hooker trying to send that jab out, but he gets caught with a big stiff jab from Ortiz. And Hooker does land a jab to the body, though, and circles out. Now Ortiz responds with a body shot of his own. Hooker lands a nice jab to the body, and Ortiz missed a little bit of a wild right hook there. Sends 2 jabs off the guard, and Hooker comes downstairs with a little jab that lands to the body. Now, big overhand right misses for Ortiz, and he gets tagged with a 1-2 from Hooker. Hooker just barely missed on a huge right uppercut, too. Now, Ortiz trying to kind of walk him down here, but Hooker's jab seems to be landing a little bit better now. Hooker trying to come in here, sending out that jab again. It's off the guard, though. Sending a jab. Now goes to the body with a little right straight that landed. Ortiz trying to send that jab out, but he's not finding his distance right now. Nice little jab to the body. Ortiz was able to land. Big overhand right. But an overhand right from Hooker nearly dropped Ortiz. And now a little left hook just caught him. Ortiz does answer back with a little left jab of his own, but this is very good work from Hooker in this 4th round. Little 1-2 from Hooker. The 2 may have split the guard. A little 1-2 from Ortiz may have hurt Hooker. He kind of falls forward, though. I think it was just a little bit of tangled feet, though. A little 1-2. Could call it like a right hook from Hooker. Nearly broke the guard there. He starts to back up Ortiz. He's establishing this front foot, and there's 18 seconds left. Both men exchange very vicious jabs, and Ortiz tries to double up on it. Maybe not use so much power on that from Ortiz, but now Hooker again lands a jab upstairs. Now 1-2. The 2 to the body landed for him. That left hook, again, that's a winning shot for Hooker.
Wow.
Another 2-punch combination lands for Hooker, and man, I don't know. I think Hooker won the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, I gave that one to Hooker also. I'll get that one to Hooker also. He had some success in there. He showed some patience. He seems to find his rhythm. He came out throwing like a snappy combination. So he came out dry, like I believe LeRon said. Maybe he just need to warm up. What you think?
Well, I can tell you this right now. Hooker, I mean, he's got a little bit of a bloody nose. We're seeing a really good camera angle of his corner right now. But, man, don't let that fool you. He is really putting on a clinic here in the 4th round. And I know we just saw Earl Spence Jr., and I know that Terrence Crawford was walking with Hooker earlier. So if both gentlemen are at the fight, maybe there's some fireworks to follow up after this fight. But right now, man, this is some great action, and this is going to be the start of the 5th round. Both men meet in the center of the ring. Ortiz, again, on this front foot to start it off, lands a jab. Hooker responds with 2 upstairs. I don't know if any of them landed. Maybe one did. Hooker, again, circling well out of this pressure. Nice little left hook to the body as Ortiz was jabbing. Now, Ortiz does land a nice jab to the body, tries to come in with a 1-2, but gets peppered with 3 jabs from Hooker. Hooker's doing really well with his jab right now, but Ortiz just land a nice right hook, and now an overhand right just landed for Ortiz, but it didn't affect Hooker, and Hooker comes forward with a 1-2, and now both men again to the center of the ring. Now, again, Ortiz establishing that vicious jab, but follows it up with the overhand right. It doesn't land, though. Hooker's able to circle out of that, now sends out a jab of his own. Another one upstairs misses. Now, big, nice left and right body hook land, but a big right hook just landed for Hooker as Ortiz was coming in. Ortiz, big left hook to the body, and a big right uppercut just landed upstairs for Ortiz. He's backing him up to the ropes. Big left hook missed there for Ortiz. Now, Hooker's trying to circle away, throwing out a jab. Now, Ortiz lands 2 jabs to the body and a big right hook to the body there for Ortiz. Now, Ortiz has really picked it up here. Nice jab to the body, but does get caught with 2 jabs from a Hooker as he's coming in. Now another double up on the jab for Hooker. Doing well on this outside. Big 2 back-to-back right hooks land for Hooker and follows it up with a left hook that landed. Big shots there upstairs for Hooker. Now Ortiz comes in with a jab and a big left hook to the body. Now a little uppercut and another right hook to the body. He's trying to work that right uppercut upstairs. It's not finding its way. Big overhand right. Big left hook Ortiz is really backing up Hooker here to the ropes, but Hooker's got to throw something here, kind of get him off a big overhand right from Ortiz. Now Hooker finally throws a little right hook of his own, but a right and a left hook downstairs from Ortiz, a right hook from Ortiz downstairs. Another left hook lands for him and jab and tries to get that uppercut upstairs and doesn't really break the guard though. Nice left hook, and now Hooker seems to come forward. Nice jab and left hook to the body. Now again, Ortiz digging with this left hook this left hook to the body, and now overhand right followed up by a hook, and both men exchange straights. And now Ortiz to the body with a big jab. Hooker sends 2 big left hooks to the body. Very good work from him. Ortiz trying to back him up in this corner, and 2 big hooks to the body from Ortiz, and now a little right straight. There's 10 seconds left to go. Okay, so Ortiz tried to turn away there, but the ref said, no, that wasn't the bell. Little jab to the body, overhand right upstairs. Tries to get that uppercut in there. Nice little left hook upstairs to Hooker to end the round. But, yeah, I think Ortiz may have won that last round.
What's up, Hat?
What's up, guys?
What do you guys think won that round? That was a tight one. That was a tight one. I'm gonna lean towards Ortiz. I felt like Hooker let him off the hook. Yeah, I felt like Hooker kind of let him off the hook there. No pun intended. He just kind of let him off the hook, man, and then let him get off, and then was a little sloppy with his shots again. Even though he seems to be sneaking that right hand in on occasion. What you think, S.A.?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very, very surprised how well Hooker has dealt with this because, I mean, just looking at these shots, man, it's no joke. Ortiz has some very wicked power, but, I mean, jeez, man, Hooker has taken some punishment. I don't know if this is going to pay off later, but this is the start of the 6th round, and Ortiz again on this front foot trying to establish the jab, and now Hooker comes upstairs with 2 jabs of his own. Ortiz exchanges another one upstairs. Big right hook to the body there from Ortiz landed. A little 1-2 off the guard. Now, a little 3-punch combination lands there from Hooker, and big left hook came through. Ortiz still on this front foot. Nice 2 jabs to the body. Now Hooker is able to land a jab to the body. A big little right hook from Ortiz to the body. Follows it up with a nice jab that sent Hooker's head back again, and follows it up with another jab that sends his head back, and another jab upstairs, downstairs for Ortiz lands. Hooker does respond with a jab, but every single time he tries to match Ortiz, his head goes back flying. Okay, so Hooker's throwing a little bit of a jab off the guard here. Now, Ortiz does land a jab upstairs here. Hooker lands a jab. Another jab there lands for Hooker. Now 1-2, and then a big overhand right just landed for Hooker. Ortiz is trying to walk him down. There's 1:46 seconds left to go. A nice little, big right hook to the body landed. But again, Hooker is able to respond with that 1-2 and keep Ortiz honest as he's trying to get off more. Big little jab upstairs from Ortiz. Now, big right hand came through for Hooker, and Ortiz may be trying to tie up with him, but maybe they were just tangled up. Ortiz's legs do look fine. I don't think it was anything like that. All right, now a jab to the body and a big right hook from Ortiz, but Hooker answers back with a left and a right hook of his own upstairs. Now a 1-2 just barely misses the mark. Now Ortiz lands a nice jab upstairs, goes downstairs, may have been a little low with that jab. Now Hooker sends out a jab of his own, doesn't really land, but Ortiz is backing him up. Nice jab and a big overhand right and a big stiff jab, but Hooker does land an overhand right. Now Ortiz just walked into another overhand right after the jab missed. Now, 2 left and right hook land for Hooker. Kind of wobble Ortiz. Now, Ortiz doubles up on the jab, and both of them land very nicely. Tries to go with the jab, but Hooker beat him to the punch there. Now 1-2 and a big left hook to the body for Ortiz. Now, big overhand right. He sends Hooker to the ground. Holy shit. That was like a 5-punch combination after the 1-2 initially rocked Hooker. But yeah, this is 24 seconds left to go. We're on 6. We're on 7. He gets his feet. Ref tells him to walk to the left, walk to the right, gets his hands. He says it's okay. We've got 14 seconds left to go. Ortiz looking. Big right hook to the body. Big left hook to the body. Big overhand right upstairs. Oh, 1-2 comes straight down the pipe. Big right, left hook. Hooker lands one. Big overhand right, left hook from Ortiz. Oh my goodness, he might survive this round. Okay. He just survived the round. But my goodness, I'm gonna let y'all cook on that.
Held, man. He should have held, man.
Oh my god.
He should have held. Ortiz gave him the business, man. What you think, Hap?
I think Hooker's in big trouble.
Yeah, man. What do you think? What do you think, SA?
Yeah, man. Just when I thought that Hooker might be, pulling this thing off on the cards, I mean, Ortiz proves me wrong. Really hurt him there. I mean, I know I missed a few calls on that combination, but man, oh man, we'll have to break this down a little bit later. We're going to get into the 7th round here, but Ortiz just did score a knockdown in the 6th round.
Both guys
getting a replay of it right now.
Everlast MX gloves.
All right, back to the center of the ring here. It's the start of the 7th, and Hooker's trying to establish this front foot. Nice left hook to the body landed. Now comes upstairs with 2 left hooks. Ortiz answers back to the left hook to the body. Now, nice little stiff jab from Hooker lands. Again, Ortiz doubling up on that hook to the body. A big overhand right. May have just hurt. Hooker, he goes to the ground.
Lord.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna.
Over.
Is it over with? Oh my God!
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna have to see that shot over again, because the way he was kind of crumpling made it seem like it was, a low blow, but it was not low at all. He just got really, really rattled from that. But yeah, y'all go ahead and cook. I'm gonna move outside real quick.
Wow, what a stoppage! He stops him. Ortiz looked like he was dying down, but then he came back and he put the combinations together. You know what I'm saying? He did that. And in the last 2 rounds, just put Hooker and got Hooker out of there.
Look at him holding his body, bro. I think it was a body shot.
That's a real body
Hooker
shot.
Hooker is still really, really hurt right now. I'm gonna wait to move just because I want to see this replay.
You see, he ain't on the ground doing the worm and shit. That's a real body shot, y'all. Wow.
They brought in the stool.
Yeah,
he's so funny to me. Like when someone gets knocked out, they bring the stool in there and make them sit on it. It's so funny to me. Like the stool is like gonna help them somehow.
Yeah, but just to clear up to anybody listening, it looks like Hooker is gonna be okay. Of course, he'll probably get a little X-ray done, make sure nothing's broken or whatnot. But still waiting to get this replay. But yeah, very, very good performance from Ortiz, and
very
man,
impressive.
that is a display of power.
He may need an MRI with that one, because I don't know. I don't know if the X-ray is gonna work.
Wow. Fantastic win for Ortiz, man. He fought through adversity.
Finish.
Yep. He fought through some adversity. He was a little marked up. He got brought into somewhat deep waters. I mean, they put in more work in those amount of rounds than some fighters do in 12 rounds. So, you know what I mean? That was real adversity. Good for him.
Here comes the replay.
Nice right hand. Yeah, the right hand. It was a right. What? It was the body shot before the right hand.
Yeah, you just saw that, because it looked like the tube, upstairs is what made him kneel. But yeah, you had to be right. It's something to the body before that made him do that.
Yeah, it looked like it was a jab to the body. Right. Not there. It's like a jab. Right there. Boom. Unless he injured his arm.
He's holding his body.
He's shaking his arm. Yeah.
He's holding it. He's holding his stomach. If you look at it.
Well, we're gonna have to find out what's wrong.
Yeah, that's why I said it looked like, maybe it was a groin shot or like something, it looked like one of those shots that kind of just crumples the man because
those were legal body shots, both of them.
Yeah.
There was a left hook.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't
right.
saying that. I was just saying the way he reacted to it. I mean, the shot that he, fell to was upstairs, but he just turned to the side and went down.
Was it a body shot or did he injure his hand?
Yeah, probably injured his hand just by the way he reacted to it.
He may have injured his right hand.
But a hand injury isn't going to make you go down like that.
It was I don't know. It was a little bit weird. That's why I said I wanted to see the replay. But even the replay, it was, an upstairs shot that he eventually took the knee afterwards. So I don't know. A little bit confusing there. We'll have to see what exactly happened.
I think a lot of times the body shot is what hurts a guy, and then the headshot after is what knocks him down. It's like you hurt the body, and then you knock him down with the headshot. And that's what it looked like to me, because he landed like a left hook to the body, then he landed a big headshot, and then he landed that right hand to the body also. So, and like when he went down, I saw him holding his stomach. So I feel like, I don't know. My guess is that it was a body shot. Maybe that's just me because body shots.
No, you're probably 100% right. But one thing is for certain: the previous round when he went down, that was definitely some pressure to the head.
Yep, there it is. And you know what? With that pressure, him hurting his hand, him eating a big right hand, and 2 big body shots, that could take it. That could put a man on his ass. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Vergil Ortiz for. Please don't ever allow that. I'm not trying to confuse this man with Victor Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz for putting on a hell of a show. The dude came in here. He beat this man down. He crushed this man. And shout out to Hooker for putting on a hell of a good show and having his moments in the fight also, because Vergil Ortiz didn't go out unscathed. That's for damn sure. What did you guys think of the fight card?
I thought it was a good fight card. I liked all the cards today. I thought, there were good fights in all of them. We were on earlier. I don't know. Were you on 1-2 Kid earlier when we were talking about
Blacks?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, I was there. I was there for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, I think all of them were good. I mean, I don't think any of them were bad, really. There were some good fights on each one.
I agree with LeBron and said it looked like he cradled his arm. Yeah, I believe so too. But I don't know if that was just an excuse because he was getting touched or if he really injured his hand. I have no idea. But it was a hell of a fight. I got to say that. Shout out to both fighters for coming up here and putting on a hell of a show for us boxer fans, because I certainly enjoyed the fight. And
what a show it was.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So we've got to ask it, though, 1-2 Kid. Does he stand a chance versus Terrence Crawford?
No. Nope. I don't see it. I mean, it's boxing. He's a big guy. He's got good power. He's accurate with his shots. But I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Shout out to Vergil Ortiz. Not yet. I think he needs a little more tuning up, and then I think he'll be just fine. Then I think he'll be a true, be able to compete with the elite of the elite. But I do see him giving other guys problems. I think another big fight will also prove him better. As for him sitting here saying that he wants to fight, or his promoter saying that he should get in there with the man, Bud Crawford, I think he's just pushing it. I think Oscar De La Hoya, low key, really needs money. That's why he's taking his time with Garcia. That's why he's trying to throw this guy in there, and that's why he's talking about coming back. But he looks like he weighs 200 pounds. The man needs money because the zone wants their fights. He got to make up for that contract after we lost Canelo. That's what the fuck I see. all the tales are telling the tale. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, it sounds like you know more than I do about that whole situation, to be honest. But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you letting me call this fight for sure.
No problem, man.
There's a little bit of confusion, but yeah, man. Anytime you ever want to go live, just let me know for sure, and I would be more than happy to come on here and call it for you because you are a legend, bro.
Yeah, man, you're always welcome out here. You do a great job doing it. I would like to see you. I was saying that they should give you a commentating job on the Zone. ESPN. Go ahead and get this man a commentating job. This dude's fantastic at what he does, and we want to see this guy really do his thing. We want to see YouTube give you your channel back, brother.
Heck yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, they'll give it to me back, but yeah, it's going to be like a 10-year project. But yeah, bud, we are going to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you think? You thought all the fights were good then, Haplo? Did you see the Estrada Ortiz fight?
I was just listening to.
Oh man, you gotta turn that off, brother. You gotta turn that off.
I'm going to. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Ortiz just said he was willing to fight Crawford, and Crawford and him were having like a little exchange because Crawford's there, he's ringside, and they were like gesturing back and forth to each other during the post-fight interview. I don't have a problem with if Crawford can't get a good fight with like an elite guy, like I don't have a problem with him fighting this guy because this is a tough guy, and he throws to the body the same way, if not better than Spence. So like I'd like to see him fight Ortiz. If he can't get the Spence fight, if he can't get the Sean Porter fight or the Manny Pacquiao fight, I wouldn't mind seeing Crawford fight Vergil Ortiz because that'll give you a little bit of a clue of how he handles like a really good body puncher. So I'm down with that. And Hooker's talking now. I'm missing it, but I liked all the fights today. I thought they were pretty good, and I didn't see any bad decisions or anything like that.
Yeah, go ahead. You could put yourself on mute and check it out, man. I'm not trying to hold you down.
No, it's over already. He already said what he had to say. I don't even know what he said, but
what's crazy is like Laurent said. Here's this man saying even if he's ready or he's not, he wants to fight, and you got another guy in the crowd, and it's the young guy calling out Bud Crawford, and and you got Spence in there doing what? Talking about everybody but the guy. Sad, but unfortunately, that's how it is. You know what I mean?
I don't think Spence would fight Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz either.
Yeah, it's quite possible that's the truth too. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I just don't understand it. Maurice Hooker said his hand popped. Okay. So
I think Spence is very comfortable with that Ugas fight, and I think that's why they stripped Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, and I think that's why they elevated Ugas to the champion in the WBA, so that Spence would have another fight. He could get another belt without having to risk anything.
I think it'd be if Bud did fight him, I'd look forward to that fight. I'd watch it. I'd watch that fight. You know what I mean? If that dude got in there with Mean Machine, I'd be on it. Whenever I hear Vergil Ortiz's name, I'm definitely gonna be watching the fight. I think this dude's the goods. You know what I mean? I would like to see him, fight, a couple other guys.
Fight a little more cautiously. Goodness gracious, he just go. I mean, I love it. I love watching the man. Like you said, dude, it's awesome to watch. And one thing is for certain, you're not gonna have to worry about going to the cards with Vergil Ortiz. But yeah, dude, he got caught so many times there, and man, it was a display. It was a vicious display.
Sorry to
I'll
interrupt.
tell you
But
what,
there's
man,
always a case. There's always a case though for daring to be great. And for someone with 17 fights, 17 knockouts, 100% knockout ratio, to be willing to go in there with Bud and knowing they're probably going to lose, to me, that's daring to be great because he believes in himself. And like, that's what boxing is all about to me. Like, you got to believe in yourself and dare to be great because, you know, if Vergil Ortiz was playing it like Spence, you know, he wouldn't be as exciting to us as like he is.
Yeah, it's true though. It's very true. I mean, um, I'm looking forward to watching this guy fight again. And what do you guys think about Hooker though? What do you think he's gonna do now?
I don't know. He was just talking about, he's been out of the ring so long, and he was just saying that he's finally starting to find his groove in the fight, and then his hand went out on him. But it's hard to see him, really doing anything from here because Vergil was kind of that that guy to really make a statement on. So I don't know. I think he'd be a very good test for a lot of up and comers, but. Again, we'll just have to figure out if his body is going to allow him to do it.
What about the kid who just fought? What was it?
He needs to go to the Philippines and swim in that salt water.
What about the kid who just fought? The muscle bound kid. Did y'all watch that guy?
Yeah, I did. I was not able to catch it. One too good. Tell us about it.
Well, he kind of overpowered the guy in the end, but the guy was very similar to this fight, to be honest with you. But I guess he was a sparring partner for Vergil Ortiz. He said it's the hardest he's been hit by that kid. He doesn't seem like a bad fighter. He don't move his head much, though. I think that could hurt him. I'm trying to remember his name. I think that both their last names were Lisa, did you catch it? I'm wondering. One was Mexican and one was from the same place that Matisse and Maidana was from.
Argentina,
yeah. He said, Joe, I called it. What round did you have it? Actual said he called it. Hop on and tell us all about it. You know what I'm saying? Rejoice in your spoils.
Yeah, do you guys let me play a trivia game with you two guys real quick. What belt do you think that was that Vergil Ortiz walked out with?
IBF.
I wouldn't doubt if it was a WBC belt.
No, IBF needs exposure, man. We saw the WBC and Russia's already taken over, man, earlier. They had all types of little medallions everywhere supporting them. So we got to push these other sanctioning bodies.
Right.
That's true. The WBO international belt.
Oh, boy. WBO international belt.
He's the international champion for the WBO.
Is that like the intercontinental champ?
No, that's different. International.
That's
like
hilarious.
The BC intergalactic, like the Beastie Boys.
The intergalactic belt. Man, oh man, hey, yo, shout out to Sporting, man.
Belt. Dude, don't give the WBC any ideas. They're gonna make an intergalactic belt now.
I ain't do it. You did it, man. You said it.
Intergalactic planetary.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, you don't want to give them no gas because that's a fantastic idea, Mr. Haplo. You know what I mean?
So did Actual call the round?
I'm not sure.
That's crazy. We're gonna have to start getting him to write these down beforehand so we can start making some money off him.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he be dropping them actual facts. And shout out to Actual Facts, man. So what other big fights we got coming on? Better Beef seemed to have some issues tonight, even though he got the stoppage. Dude was touching him up too. So these guys
Yeah,
tonight,
I thought he looked sloppy. He looked sloppy
some of
and
these
ring
guys,
rusty.
some of
He
these
looked
guys
like
tonight,
he
man.
spent 519 days out of the ring.
He looked okay. He's just getting touched. I mean, his footwork seemed to be on. But it seems that he likes taking risks. Like he's willing to do it. He believes in his power, kind of like Ortiz did tonight. You know, I mean, these guys, they believe in what they can do. They believe in the results that their hands going to give them, and they're like, I'll take a few to give a few. Definitely exciting, but it was nice to see Ortiz moving his head in the later in the rounds, and slipping shots. But yeah, I mean, I still got Bibble over Better Beef. I really do.
Yeah, after today,
I
I
think
think
if that guy,
Today changed my mind in your direction, 1-2 kid.
yeah, but I just feel like if that was a Bibble and he pressured him, like if that guy just kept would throw more than 3 punches and just continued to follow it up and believed in himself, I think that's the type of guy that you, of course, you're gonna walk through fire with a guy like him. That guy can touch you with whatever. I seen him slap the guy with like the front of his glove and rocked him, and I was like, damn, I don't know about that. Like,
yeah,
I know you got
he's
power,
got
but
some very scary power.
that motherfucker got some heavy hands. Like that made me like think like that's some egg weight shit right there. Like the dude just kind of slapped him with like the tip of his glove. The dude just kind of buzzed. Then the grazing shot that he caught, like that's some scary power, man.
Yeah, it was
That
just like the
moment.
force from the motion alone rocked him.
Right. And I'm just like, damn, that dude can pop. But I mean, if he
Oh.
can handle the shots and he could, I think if Bibble gets up off the canvas, because he probably got to walk through fire. But if he pressures this guy, I can
But
see
I
him
didn't
folding
see
him.
look, I didn't see Better Be of throwing anything like massively hard tonight. I thought he was very measured. I thought he was being patient, overly patient, if anything. I thought he was, like he was taking a lot of shots that he shouldn't have taken from that guy. And the other guy was tough, bro. Like if had that guy been in like supreme shape,
Mm-hmm.
I look at it like this. Like, you remember Joshua versus Pacquiao versus Claudio, where if you just keep punching, the guy's just gonna shell up and not throw punches. I noticed tonight with that guy that Better Beef doesn't throw punches when the other guy's throwing. So
Yes.
if somebody's throwing punches like Bivol or somebody else, even Canelo, like who can punch with you or in between your punches, that's going to be a big problem for Better Beef, who I thought before tonight was like a monster, but I didn't see a monster in there tonight. I saw a guy who was vulnerable. He got his face reddened up. He got hit a lot of times. The other guy was just too scared to like follow up on his 1-2. He'd throw a 1-2, land it, and then he would back off and like dance. Like,
Yeah.
no, you can't do that. Like when you have success, you got to follow it up. You got to push. You got to, make sure that you keep that pressure on that guy. But he didn't do it, but it showed the vulnerabilities to me.
He kind of freezes up. Yeah, man. He just high guards his way through it. And then when you stop punches, he starts.
Yeah, he won't throw until you stop.
Right.
Well, see, his pressure is amazing. The way he's able to kind of like get inside, but like both of you guys were saying, and I'll kind of make this point out of it, but let's be honest here, he was kind of like a low volume Canelo.
Yeah, I would say so too. I thought the pressure.
The difference is though that Canelo will throw punches in between your punches. And he wasn't doing that tonight, at least not tonight. Maybe he's done it before. Maybe he can do it. But he acted like Claudia, Arthur Abraham, Winky Wright, those type of fighters tonight. When the other guy was throwing, he was not throwing.
Yeah. And I think he relied on his power to get through and his pressure. I think those two things is what got him through, because as soon as the guy would stop throwing, he was just on him. He showed a game face. And I think if a guy like landed 3 shots like the guy did tonight, and then just followed through, landed clean shots and just followed through and landed, through another 3 shots, it could be, I think they just
It
concerned
makes
about
the Joe Smith. It makes the Joe Smith fight a lot more interesting after tonight.
Yes, you're actually right. Yeah, that is a interesting fight now, because Joe Smith
anyone who throws punches with you is gonna give him problems.
Right. And that's it. That's the thing, man. I could see Bivol giving him all types of issues, and I could see Joe Smith. If he walks through a couple shots, you know what I'm saying, and can better be walk through his shots. You know what I'm saying? Can better be put that type of pressure on a guy that really don't back up like that, and he just comes forward and he believes in his shot too, his punch too. And he's a big dude for a light heavyweight. He's a big guy. You know what I mean? And he's heavy-handed also. That makes for a hell of a fight, man. I'm looking forward to that. That's fireworks. That's a fucking Gotti Ward in the making. In the light heavyweight division.
I mean, Bivol and Better Beef need to fight. That's one of my top 10.
Joe Smith and him would be fucking a war, man. For however long it lasts. You know what I'm saying? That would be a war, man. I would probably want that fight more than the Bivol fight, even though I want to see Bivol do his thing in the unification. I'm talking about just for a bout style matchup. Yeah, man, because I think it'll be a little more even, and it'll be a power
definitely want to see the Better Beef versus Joe Smith fight, but like if we can get that unification, bro.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
I'm talking about style matchup in the ring. You know what I mean? Exciting fight. I think that would be an exciting fight too. I think that people would go in there thinking that Better Beef's gonna go in there and clean the little guy's clock, and I don't see that shit happening, man. I really don't. Of course, you got to be careful, but I don't see it, man. His feet is too good. And he follows up his shots, and he's accurate as shit. And he can punch too. Then he don't get no props for his pop. He ain't got that, that all the time one punch power, but he's shown that he's got one punch power, and he can get you with an accumulation too. And he makes a lot of front-footed guys move backwards. You know what I'm saying? He can do that. He's got that ability. So I think that dude's a serious threat. Canelo might say, you know what? I might fight Better Beef. After this fight, he might be like,
I thought the same exact thing, dude. Oh my God. I can't believe you just said that. I thought that if I was Canelo and I saw that fight tonight, I would be like, oh, I can beat that guy.
Yeah. And just think about it. After he unifies, and then if he does go for undisputed, Better Beef's going to be older.
Better Beef is older.
Yeah, he came in at what,
I mean,
36 tonight?
Right, but he ain't getting no younger. So you're going to be talking about a guy who's like 38 when he gets in the ring with him. You know what I'm saying? So then he can just say, oh, well, I beat the number one guy and write off Bivol. You know what I'm saying? That's what he'll do. Yeah,
he needs to fight Bivol, though.
That's the best style matchup for him. But I tune in for both fights. Absolutely. I just want to see, like, when I see weaknesses in guys, and then you got like the top guy, the head honcho, the most popular guy and talented, and then you got other talented guys that just don't got that, you know what I mean, that popularity, and the style matchup is perfect, they don't want to, it's all risk and no reward. You know what I'm saying? But that's the fight you want to see, unfortunately. And I think the powers that be keep them guys unpopular until their guy gets out the game. You know? I think it's well thought out, man. I think Canelo's no shots at him for what he does, but a lot of his fight, he's got a well thought out plan. And I'm not gonna knock him for having a plan, but man, I want to see that matchup. I want to see that matchup, and I want to see fucking Betterbeard and fucking Joe Smith. But we'll probably get the unification. So Bivol better jump on him now and try to get that unification after his fight, because he's got a fight lined up too. So he better jump on that. Then maybe Canelo will just stick around at 168 if he pulls off the dub. What you guys think?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Bivol does, because he also has been out of the ring for a little bit of time now. But yeah, I'm right there with you. With I do believe that Bivol is most likely the most dominant man at 175. But again, I think that Canelo he can move up very easily, and it's going to be the age-old debate. But at the end of the day, beating champions is not Canelo's fault.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. But I think he got a little help. The WBC, they're not matchmakers, but for some reason, they know who to make number one.
They're not matchmakers, but they're making matches.
Right? They're making matches. Hey, this guy's the number one contender. Hey, this guy's the champion. Hey.
Oh, what did they just say about Wilder and White? They said that I think that should be the next fight. Like, I mean, they're not matchmakers, but
they're very interested in that fight. Very interested in that fight.
Yeah, it's like they're on a lag, man. It's like they literally are like watching shit from like a year ago. It's terrible.
Now they're ahead of the game. Believe that. Believe that. There's like 3, 4 fights ahead of the game. These top-notch guys, or these guys that consider themselves top-notch, guys like Spence. But when you got like a super top-notch guy like Canelo, of course, he's got some shit lined up. I think that's why they didn't really, the zone, I don't think, wanted him to fight Kovalev. Golden Boy certainly didn't want him to fight Kovalev. And, but he went up.
Why was it that they didn't want him to fight?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it was. Maybe they just didn't believe in him, but they just said it was a risk. But he kind of just convinced them to take that shit.
Jalik should jump on, bro.
Yeah, definitely, Jalik. You ducked us earlier. Come on, Jalik. Bro.
Hit the link,
we need your thoughts. Jalik's been an Ortiz supporter from the beginning. That was like a year ago.
I'm sure he's happy. I know he's a Boots Ennis guy though. He can't wait for Boots to get in there with a big name. You know what I'm saying?
I will say though, Boots has done well for Jalik, because Jalik has repped Boots from the beginning, like the legit beginning, and he has panned out well for Jalik. So
yeah,
kudos to Jalik.
Worked in his favor. Shout out to Jalik. Jalik, the left field guy, coming out of left field with random ideas like, nah, check this shit out. Did you ever think about it like this? Yeah, shout out to Jalik, man. You know what I mean? He could be coming at you at different angles, man. But I think
Vergil. So what do you think about this cruiserweight situation with the Coley? Were you impressed? Did you like the jab hook, or what's your thoughts?
I didn't even, I caught what they said about it, but when I tried to catch the replay, I must have missed it during the fight. So I didn't even really catch it. I had got up, I missed it, then I missed it again, then I missed it again. So I don't know. He seems like a good fighter. I'm happy he pulled off the dub. He had a lot of doubters. He literally shouted out Dwyer and said that this guy don't.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, man. And I caught that shit. And he was like, yeah, some guy on YouTube said I couldn't do it. And he's like, how you like me now, bro?
Yeah, good for
Shout out
him.
to
Good
him.
for him.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that's to shut up some of these YouTubers, man. You know what I mean? Because some of these guys, they like to, they come down on fighters on a constant. And this guy ain't this. And, sometimes, people got to eat their crow. To be honest with you, though, I like listening to Dwyer, but I don't never bet whatever that motherfucker tells me to bet on. I'm like, is that who
Dwyer.
we going with? Yeah, I'm like, is that who we going with? All right, I'm
It's
going
like,
with the other guy.
straddle it. It's gonna be Boots by knockout or Vergil by decision. Straddle it. And like you're like, oh god.
Yeah, man. I was
Never,
like,
it never comes out right.
whenever he makes a pick, it makes sense, but I just always roll with the other guy. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm rolling with the other guy. If I don't know, I listen to Dwyer. I take what he says and I do the exact opposite. I'm like, fuck that
I'll
shit.
tell you what, though, when I saw Crawford walking out with Hooker, I was like, oh my God, did I, make the wrong pick here?
Why? Because Hooker was so big?
Well, not just that, just the fact that Crawford was with him. I was like, maybe he was doing some secret training with him or something,
Hey, man, I just never really, I just never felt like Hooker could get over that hump. From the first time I watched him fight live, I was like, I thought he lost the fight and he got the decision because he was the favorite. And I was like, yeah, I kind of think that guy beat him. And I just was never impressed with him. Like, I felt like he was a decent fighter, but he just, I don't know, man. He's just lacking something in there. He got the heart, he got skill, but there's just something missing, that it factor. You know what I mean? To get him over that hump. I don't know
I'm pretty
what
sure
it is.
IOTBA is going to be missing for like the next 3 months after
Oh, yeah.
making this pick.
Oh, yeah, Hooker. Yeah, Hooker winning. I don't blame him, though. I mean, I think Hooker is a decent
I
fighter.
mean, I think that was a bad call, bro. For IOTBA, I mean, that was a bad call.
Hey, man, we all make them. Shout out
Yeah,
to
whatever
IO.
happened to his breakdown video that he was touting up so big?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I thought Hooker.
But yeah, shout out to IOTBA for real, though. Hope he's doing well. Hope everything's good.
I think maybe this guy doesn't even belong at 147, man. Maybe he belongs at 154. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not trying to push him out the division, but I'm just like, I almost want the dude to win. I didn't have him winning in this fight. Like, I didn't have him picked. I said, I just see Ortiz hooking off on him. That's what I said, man. I was like, I think he's got it. But he's missing something, man. He's just missing one thing, one ingredient. And I don't know what it is, man. I don't know, man. What you guys think? You guys feel me? I know I'm not.
I was a little bit with you there, man. I kind of thought Hooker would be able to pull it out, but man, I mean, this was I don't want to say it like this, but this was a different Ortiz we saw tonight, man. The amount of, I don't know, just the bad news behind these shots that he was throwing was something I haven't seen from him. And man, I mean, he's going to war with anybody. So like Happily said earlier, man, shout out to him because he's bringing the heat to anyone.
So Jalik, why don't you hop on here? You said make Vergil Ortiz versus
dude, Jalik, just
Crawford.
jump on, bro. Jalik,
why don't we make
jump on?
Boots Ennis versus Earl Spence too? Bucket. Why not? You know what I'm saying? After he if he even fights Ugas, is he gonna fight Ugas? Anybody heard anything about that?
Yeah, not since it's been made. It's a good point. 1-2 kid.
I heard nothing. I ain't seen
You
no
hear a
promotion.
lot about fights getting made, people telling you breaking news, and then a week later they're nowhere to be found.
Yeah, that's the thing though with these unifications. The fact that some of these fighters and some of these promoters are willing to put on these big unifications during this time says a lot. Because it's got to be hard, especially in the, like, we'll say the light heavyweight division. It may be one of the reasons why they don't have unifications, because this is the biggest payday they can get, and they're like, "Fuck, man, let's just stall the fight out because we ain't making no money, no way." I don't think Beterbiev and Bivol making that type of dough. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they clamoring for a fight with like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's a hot division. I think there's a lot of talent there. I think there's some upsets there. I like Joe Smith. I like a lot of the guys in the light heavyweight division. I think they're exciting fighters, with decent skill and ain't afraid of no smoke. You know, they ain't afraid of no smoke. But I just wish they just got a little better pay, man. I think they deserve
Yeah, you're
it.
right, man. They should be. You know, they should be that division because, like you said, man, these are the guys that, you know, they still have the, you know, endurance to go 12 rounds and keep up the same pace, but also have that one shot ending power. So you're
That's a fact.
100% right on that.
Yeah, it's a hell of a division, man. It's a good division. I like the division. I like the guys in the division. Yeah, I like that division. I'm not big on 168. I think they got a lot of flashy names at 168, but unless, you know, if they pulled up a Charlo, or Charlo jumped in there, or Andre jumped in there, or, you know, what other middleweight can jump at 168 and change the game? I don't know. Y'all got any ideas?
Well, nowadays there's not very any, you know, boxer that can jump in and
Yeah,
change the game, you know, no matter the division at all. I mean, we're
right,
seeing heavyweights struggle to make, you
right.
know, a couple $100,000 to put their, you know, life on the risk for a champion title. So I don't know, man. It
Well,
baffles me as well.
if Triple G ain't gonna fight nobody at middleweight, he might as well jump up. I'd be interested in watching
Dude,
him and
why has he
Benavidez.
not jumped up? Why has he not jumped up? Like
I don't know.
he let Canelo dance all over his face. Like honestly, in those two fights, the first fight I had Triple G winning. The second fight I had Canelo winning. But you know, the scores went down the way they went down, right? So the first fight is a draw, and the second fight Canelo won it. So like now if he wants his get backs, he's got to go up. And his trainer Abel Sanchez did say a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away that he would be able to beat anybody from 154 to like 168 until Ward said, "Okay, I'll fight you at 168."
It changed the whole dynamic of it.
But this bitch has stayed at fucking 160 the whole fucking time.
And who did he fight in his last two fights?
His last fight was he looked good, but it was at 160 still. So it was like, and it was against a nobody.
He looked
Maybe
good.
we should.
He
Maybe,
didn't
maybe
look
we
good
should get
fighting.
Lisa Bales. Lisa Bales, hit the link. Come on.
Yo, he looked good, like his physique, but he didn't look that great in performance. I didn't find him in his last two fights looking fantastic at all. You know, and shit, man, like I thought he got his ass whooped a couple fights ago. I thought that Russian kid whipped his ass. He dropped him a couple times, but then I think Jamel Charlo made a statement by beating what's his face? I'm trying to think of his name. You know what I'm talking about. Jamal Charles left
Derevyanchenko.
Derevyanchenko. Yeah, I think Derevyanchenko.
Banana.
No,
Can you still hear me?
Derevyanchenko.
Yeah, we can hear
We
you.
can hear
Headbutt.
you. I don't think you can hear
Okay.
us.
All right. No, I can hear you. All right.
But
I'm
I
good.
think Derevyanchenko kind of he's aged out, man. And if I don't think he don't really want that Canelo fight. Like I think he wants it for the payday. I don't see him performing. I thought he won. I thought he edged both the fights. I thought the reason that he lost the second fight is because he said Mexican style, and then when he got it, he boxed. You know what I'm saying? I thought he landed more shots, but I do feel like Canelo just walked him down, was just walking him down in moments. I think they were both, it was back and forth, but I think he put that pressure on himself like Devin Haney did by saying, oh, I'm going to do what this man, the Tank, didn't do. And even though he had a good performance, it overshadowed his own performance because his ego overshadowed his own performance. You know what I'm saying? By sitting there and making statements that you're not going to live up to. And he was trying to fight smart, and it definitely didn't work in his favor. You know, in the first fight, I felt he won, but I do feel that was truly Canelo's super coming out party, because you got to see Canelo doing things that I didn't know he was capable of under like that type of pressure, fighting a guy his size, and how he handled that. It impressed me. I was like, this dude's the real deal. Like this dude could scrap. I'm not saying that, you know, Canelo couldn't beat him if they fought 10 times. I'm just saying like I felt like it went Triple G's way, and I thought the jab was successful in the first fight. But I feel like Canelo is constantly growing and constantly learning and constantly getting better. So
you hit the nail on the head right there, 1-2 Kid. And I agree with everything that you're saying with Triple G. And yeah, but you know, it's like you just said, the past two fights we've seen, you know, Triple G kind of stay the same, and we've seen Canelo conquer champions. So that's a very, very good point from you.
Now,
right there.
I think Triple G's on the decline, and I think you know, fucking Canelo's on an incline. I think Canelo, I used to question his knees, but I don't question him anymore. He seems to have a little more pep in his step. His stamina seems to be a little better too now. His skill set is just staying sharp. I'm impressed with the guy. I enjoy watching him fight. You know, I wasn't gonna watch him fight Yildirim though. I watched the replay. I knew how that was gonna end. But when he fights Billy Joe, I'm gonna be tuned in. You know, and when he's going for undisputed, I'm gonna be tuned in. You better believe that shit. But these little fights in the middle, like I just happened to be at a fucking bar when Floyd Mayweather fought what's his name? I'm trying to think of the Haitian kid, Berto. That's the only reason I watched it, you know, and I'm a boxing fan. That's it. I wasn't gonna pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want to watch this guy fight Andre Berto. You know, like that type of shit to me, it's like kind of a waste. You know what I mean? I mean, they earn their spot to fight who they want to, but at the same time, it's like, man, you got to put on a show. You making multi-millions of dollars, and you know what I'm saying? Get the motherfuckers a bang for their buck. You know what I mean? Get in there with a guy that we can consider it's a risk, and then whitewash the motherfucker and say, yo, that shit wasn't a risk. You was doubting me. You know what I'm saying? You know, make me eat crow. That's what I like to see, that, man. And I like the if factor. That's why I like watching the fights, man. I like watching the skill set. Like if we sitting here and we talking about fights, if you notice, sometimes I just talk about the style matchups, because to me, that's what really matters. That and the second thing is how they move outside of the ring so that we can see guys get their shots. You know, get their fair shake in the game. And that's it. That's it. That's all I want to say. You know, And if we start getting that shit, I might just drop the channel. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be like, my job
I
is done
hear
here. You know what I'm saying? My job is done here. That's it. That's it, man. I love boxing. Always have. But
Well, I'll
it's
just stop you right
disappointing
there
sometimes.
because that's, I mean, yeah, it is just it. But at the same time, you do bring a lot to the table. So it's not just that little lit because, you know, you do a lot for the sport and, you know, you do a lot of little teaching as well. Like, you know, just in your little hints or whatnot, or little subtle things that you know the answer to and you'll maybe search for it or whatever. But again, man, you know, I've learned a lot just listening to you. So don't ever, you know, say that you're going to close down this channel because I'll get upset.
Oh well, fuck it. I'll keep it up. I'm just saying, like, man, I just enjoy fights, man. I enjoy it. I enjoy your commentary. I enjoy the chats. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to UGC because most of these guys is from the UGC. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just enjoy talking to real people about real things and people who share the love for the sport the way that I do. Even if we don't agree. You know what I'm saying? That's fine.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
I know.
I don't mind if you don't
We've
agree.
heard Wilder Justice come on here and he's, you know, had his rants on things. So yeah, we've had a lot
Wilder
of
Justice
disagreement.
is all right. Like that's your blue glove. You know what I'm saying? That's your blue glove millipede.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You know, maybe I'll have a 3-4 man come out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know,
Yeah, but
we'll see.
really, you do need to get that one stream that you were talking about going before everything actually gets made. You know, we don't. If Tyson Fury for AJ gets made, we'll never have that stream.
Oh yeah. I'm with that. I'm with having some fun with that, man. You talking about the let's see if I can pull it up. Oh,
You were that stream about, like, you know, just having everybody free for all.
Oh yeah, just having fun, man. Yeah, I want to do it. Problem is the timing's been a little off, but I'm gonna have a lot of time coming up real soon. So, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna have a problem doing that shit. But yeah, man, I definitely want to push that shit. I'm glad you brought that shit up. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I do got some shit. Yeah, where is it? Got a lot of shit on here.
But yeah, this was a big day of boxing, and we had a couple of, you know, little midday fights for us Americans. But I mean, it was a great day of boxing all around, and we got the, you know, little icing on the cake here with Ortiz, you know, staying perfect and getting the KO win. So
yeah,
very good work for them.
Flaming Faces series.
Yeah. That's it. There you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I want to do that shit just to have some fun, man. And you know, at first I was like, you know, don't come on as yourself, but you know what? Just let anybody come on how they want to come on and just let it happen organically.
Oh, no. See, at first I was a little bit confused, but no, I understood it after you clarified it for me because, and, you know, my slow brain process.
Oh man, you fast, man. You was sharp all night. What are you talking about, man? You was catching up most of all them shots, man. I had to catch up sometimes. I was like, damn, yeah, good shit. And I think you were behind.
Yeah, I probably was. That's for sure. But yeah, man. I mean, again, like I said, whenever you want to set that up, I'm always down, welcome, and we'll be there. But yeah, next time, whenever the fights are on or whatnot, just, you know, shoot me a little link or whatnot, and we will get up and we'll do the full card or whatnot.
Cool. That's what's up, man. Boom. I got you, Hap. You all set. Hap.
No, don't give Haplo a wrench. Nope. He left out early.
Well, that's
no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, give Haplo a wrench. But yeah, 1, 2, kid, for sure. Let's we'll link up next week. We'll get it going again right here. If you know, shout out to Black Horseman. Hopefully everything's all right on his side or whatnot. So
yeah, I think he just wanted to spend some time with his family. I think that's all that was. But shout out to him, man, for tending to his business and doing what he gotta do. And thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna switch out to the phone or whatnot. And yeah, man. Again, thank you again for letting me do the commentary on your channel, bud.
Yeah, it was great, man. Peace. Shout out to the man right there, Essay, out here, man. He gonna be doing big things. You'll see. And shout out to my man Iron Corn, LTBA, Rocket Strike, Actual Facts, UGC, my bad, UGC, Underground Community, TAC, True First Crew, you know, the First Lady, Lisa Bells. You know what I'm saying? Hablo swung through, you know. Black Horseman had a nice live going on earlier. Don't worry about it though, y'all. The show ain't over. And shout out to my man Charles D. Free him from YouTube jail. Want him back. IBT, he didn't come through, you know. But this is the 1-2 kid. And I'm just gonna chop it up a little longer. If y'all want to talk a little more boxing, we talk about whatever you want. If you want to talk about life, we can do that too. I got time on my hands. But you ain't got a wrench? You don't got a wrench. Hold up. My bad. I used to be on top of that shit. Boom. Jalik, you hop on the link. You click the link every once in a while. Maybe I'll give you a motherfucking wrench. My bad, LeBron. Shit. You know what I ain't seen a lot of? I don't know. Maybe you know, Lisa, if you still around. Is Marta Machine. Marta Machine, man. We in there now. Yeah, I got you. Thanks for it. And if you don't got a wrench and you a regular man, just give me a heads up. Because what I got to do is I got to bounce out of StreamYard and go to YouTube to hook you up with a wrench. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only hold up there. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Check something out. What's going on, man? I got a stream going on. What you doing? Yeah. Yo, I was waiting for you to do a stream. Did you do the fight? You was sleeping? All right, y'all, hold up, y'all. Hold up. 1 second, Habla. Hold on. All right, everybody. I'm going to Black's channel. I'm gonna cut my stream short. So shout out to everybody that came through. Nothing but love. But this where the party going. So head on over there. You doing it for a while, Black? All right, cool. Well, head on over there, y'all.